Chapter 11. The Joker's story. I forced myself to hold his gaze, those manic eyes that flickered between fury and delight like a broken light bulb. The gas mask made my breathing sound mechanical, amplified in my own ears. Through the narrow eye shields, I could see unconscious diners slumped over their expensive meals, the purple-suited thugs standing guard like gargoyles. Before I agree to anything, I said, keeping my voice level, I need to know why me. There are dozens of reporters in Gotham, more experienced, better connected. Why did you choose Renee Thomas? The Joker tilted his head, studying me with unsettling intensity. His chemical-scarred fingers drummed against the white tablecloth in an irregular rhythm. Because, my dear, he said, leaning back in his chair with theatrical flair, I've been reading your work. That piece you did on the Dixon Street Community Center closing? Passionate, angry, honest. You actually care about this rotting city. He giggled. Plus, I saw your photo in the staff box. You're quite the looker. Dark hair, mysterious eyes, that dimpled smile. A man appreciates beauty, even when he's been chemically reconstructed. My skin crawled, but I kept my expression neutral. Very well, Mr. Joker. I'll be more than happy to document your story. Excellent. He clapped his hands together. Let me tell you about Max Schreck, about betrayal, about what happens when you trust the wrong people. Behind me, Bruce's voice crackled through the comm. Keep him talking. Gordon's on the way, but they're 20 minutes out. Don't antagonize him. The Joker pulled a silver flask from his jacket, took a long swig, then offered it to me. When I declined with a subtle shake of my head, he shrugged. Jack Napier was smart, he began, his permanent grin somehow conveying sadness. Built himself up from nothing, became Schreck's favorite problem solver. Need a union organizer silenced? Jack handled it. Need a building condemned? Jack knew which inspectors to bribe. For 5 years, Jack made Schreck very, very rich. He stood abruptly, pacing around the table. His movements were jerky, unpredictable. Then Schreck gets ambitious, wants to build his power plant, needs the Red Triangle Gang for muscle, so he makes a deal with Cobblepot. But there's a problem. Jack knows too much. He's a liability. The Joker spun toward me. So Schreck sets him up, tips off Lieutenant Eckhart, plans a little accident at Axis Chemical. The night you fell, I said quietly, that wasn't random. Nothing's random. He laughed, the sound echoing off the crystal chandeliers. Schreck wanted me dead. Eckhart wanted his payoff. And poor Jack got a baptism in industrial waste instead. He gestured at his bleached face. But I survived. And you know what I realized, floating in those chemicals, drowning in agony? He leaned down until his twisted smile filled my vision. Life's a joke. Gotham's a joke. All these people pretending there's order, meaning, fairness. It's hilarious. His voice rose to a shriek. Schreck's going to drain this city dry with his power plant scam. Cobblepot's going to terrorize the streets with his circus freaks. And everyone's going to smile and applaud because they're too scared to see the truth. One of the purple-suited thugs approached, whispering something. The Joker waved him away irritably. We don't have much time, he said, suddenly businesslike. So here's the scoop, Miss Thomas. Schreck's power plant isn't about electricity. It's a capacitor, stores energy from the entire grid. Once it's operational, he can cause rolling blackouts, charge whatever he wants, hold the whole city hostage. And the Red Triangle Gang, they're going to make sure nobody interferes. He pulled a thick manila envelope from inside his jacket, tossing it onto the table. Financial records, shell companies, payroll for corrupt officials, everything you need to expose him. His voice dropped to something almost sincere. I want Schreck destroyed. Miss Thomas, I want everyone to know what he did, what he does. And what do you get out of this? I asked, though I suspected I knew. Chaos. He spread his arms wide. When Gotham reads your story, when they realize their golden boy billionaire is a monster, the city's going to tear itself apart. And I'll be right there in the middle, laughing. Sirens wailed in the distance, growing closer. The Joker glanced toward the windows, then back at me. That's my cue. Take the documents. Write your story. And remember, he leaned close again, his breath smelling of chemicals and decay. The joke's always on someone. Just make sure it's not on you. He turned to leave, then paused. Oh, and Miss Thomas? That red vigilante, the Crimson Claw? Tell her she's got style. Red's definitely her color. He winked. Maybe we'll dance properly sometime. My blood froze. He couldn't know. Could he? But before I could respond, the Joker and his thugs were gone, disappearing through a service exit as the first police officers burst through the main doors. I yanked off the gas mask as Commissioner Gordon rushed to my side. His weathered face creased with concern. Miss Thomas, are you all right? What happened here? I looked at the unconscious diners, the bullet holes in the wall, the envelope of documents sitting on the table like a ticking bomb. Commissioner, I said, my mind racing through implications and possibilities, I just had the strangest interview of my career.